Good afternoon. Welcome to Goodison Park. Give us a cheer, fan zone. No, I need it louder than that. We know what's at stake today. I want a bigger cheer. Good afternoon, fan zone. Fantastic. Look, we all know the situation, don't we, today? And it's you guys that's going to help. You've done it before, and I absolutely know, given that coach welcome today was crazy. Thank you so much to everyone who welcomed Frank and the players in today. We're going to be here building up to kick-off. This is the very best place to be. A quick shout out to fans supporting food banks. They're here every home game. It's the purple van there at the back of the fan zone. Whenever you come into a home game, try and bring something along. They do brilliant work right across Merseyside. Lots coming up. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Let's cross inside the stadium though, because Sarah Halpin, as ever, is inside Goodison. She is pitch side. Let's find out a bit more from Sarah.
Thanks, Giulia. Yes, welcome back to Everton Live and Goodison Park. Now, we all know the importance of this game today versus Southampton. And to lead you into kick-off, we've got a jam-packed show for you. I'll be joined by England cricketer Sophie Ecclestone, who just so happens to be a massive Evertonian as well. We'll have Mark Dyer from EDSA. We'll have Brian Sorensen, the manager of Everton Women. We'll hear from Frank and a player before kick-off and much more. So stick with us, and that's all to come on Everton Live. Back to you in the fan zone.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, loads to come from pitch side, but loads for you as well here in the fan zone. In a minute, we're going to meet some very special fundraisers who are going to need your support today, so we'll meet them in a second. Of course, kick-off today is 3 o'clock. We're going to need everything you've got today. Wave your flags, cheer, do everything you can for 90 minutes to make sure that you help Frank and the lads. Coming up, we're going to get team news. As soon as we're allowed to bring it from inside the dressing room, we'll bring it to you here first. I want to hear everyone cheering as I read the Blues names out. We're going to have higher or lower. If you haven't been to the fan zone before, that's our competition where it's your chance to win a stadium tour for 2 people. So it's a brilliant prize because you get to go in all the places normally that the stewards stop you going in. So you can go wherever you want and have your picture taken where your favourite player gets changed. And it's higher or lower. Really simple. The answer's either higher or lower with the cards on the big screen. You can play on your own or as a team. So if you want to volunteer, I'll be looking for some volunteers a bit later on. Let's meet my first guest though. If they want to come over here, they're very special and they brought something very special with them. Hughie and Freddie, and I'm glad you got your initials on your top so I know exactly who's who, which is always very handy for me there. Welcome to the Everton fan zone. Do you want to explain a little bit about your fundraising first of all, Hughie?
Yeah, so me and Freddie have been fundraising for about 2 years now. And we're fundraising because I have leukemia and we're raising money for all the Children's Oncology Awards around the country.
Absolutely incredible. And Freddie, just tell me what you're going to be doing today, because everyone's going to see you, aren't they, at half-time today? What you're going to be doing?
So we'll be running around the pitch at half-time, 2 laps.
Yeah, 2 laps, I'm telling you, that's quite far because that pitch is bigger than it looks, isn't it?
1 kilometre, yeah.
1 kilometre, and you're going to have to be quick as well because the time's against you, so you can't dawdle because we're going to get the second half to kick off. And what have you brought with you today? Because you've actually, for all your efforts that you've done, these 2 lads for their age are just amazing. You won a Pride of Britain award, and you brought them today, haven't you?
Yeah,
I mean, give them a round of applause. They're really heavy, aren't they?
Oh, they're weighty.
They are weighty. And who gave you those awards when you won them?
It was KSI and Mo Farah.
KSI and Mo Farah. Now, KSI is the fella behind Prime, isn't he? Did he give you any Prime? Because you can't get that in the shops, can you?
Well, he didn't give us any Prime, but we've managed to find some. Because my brother went to America on holiday, and one of our friends came back from America, so we've got a little bit.
You've got some Prime. I can't believe I'm talking about Prime, but that's how ridiculous it is, that blooming drink, isn't it? Right. Just tell me as well how much you've already raised, because you've raised a huge amount for Children's Oncology Awards already, haven't you?
Yeah. So the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, where I'm being treated, we've raised over £250,000.
£250,000.
And then in total for all the children's hospitals around the country, which is the new challenge that we're doing, we've raised it's coming up to like 300,000 altogether.
Wow! I mean, give them a round of applause. Goodness me!
Today's is going to Alder Hay.
Yeah, they're raising for Alder Hay today. Yeah.
Yeah.
To donate you can find it on the club's webpage.
All the club's social media and things got every detail of how you can donate to the guys as well.
There's a link in the programme.
And there's a link in the programme. We've made sure we've covered everything to get your sponsorship out of that. And what I think is really lovely today is that you were invited by a couple of our players, weren't you? Because you become friends with them.
Yeah, so we're Burnley fans, and we're quite good friends with Dwight McNeil and James Tarkowski. So yeah, they invited us along. I met Dwight late last year, so yeah, it was really nice to see him.
How cool is that? Well, I tell you, I'm just so impressed. And how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Still about just over a year on my treatment left, so still got a while to go, but I'm doing good.
Oh, well, aren't they amazing, these two? I just think, and your friendship is something so lovely as well. Well, I tell you what, shall we ask the fan zone if they're going to cheer you at half-time? Because you're going to need it. Are you going to cheer the lads at half-time? Oh, I'm sure they will. The whole of Goodison will give you a standing ovation. Thank you so much for bringing your awards and for everything you're doing, and really hope you're well soon. So thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome anytime. Anytime you want.
Thank you.
Please give Freddie and Hughie a massive cheer, because I just think they're fab. Well done, lads.
Thank you.
Aren't they just so good? I just think they're going to get everybody on their feet at half-time. What lovely, lovely lads. I'm going to get the team news, I'm told, in my ear very soon from the changing room. So I've got time, if I walk along here, to get some predictions. What do we think the score's going to be today? I tell you what, you young man, what do you want? Do you think it's going to be an Everton win today? We're looking for lots of positivity.
Yeah.
What score's it going to be?
3-1.
A 2-1 win to Everton. We'd absolutely take that, wouldn't we? And what about you, young man?
3-1.
3-1. Who do you think's going to score?
Gordon.
Anthony Gordon. Brilliant. Are you going to be cheering loud today? Fantastic. Oh, there's a little one here. Would you like to give me a score prediction? Oh, come here. What do you think? Is it going to be an Everton win today? 3-0. 3-0? 3-0. Brilliant. Who's your favourite player? All of them.
It's his first.
It's your first game. Oh, bless him as well. I'll tell you what, do you want to give me a score prediction?
2-1.
2-1, brilliant. Who's going to score?
1.
Anyone. We don't care, do we, who scores today, as long as those 3 points are in the bag. Right, I've got team news for you. Let's get the party atmosphere going. Let's get behind the lads. They can hear you in there. I want to hear a huge cheer. Here we go. This is how Everton line up today. Here we go. Number 1, Jordan Pickford. Number 2, James Tarkowski. Number 8, Amadou Onana. Number 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Number 11, Damari Gray. Number 17, Alex Iwobi. Number 19, Vitaly Mykolenko. Number 22, Ben Godfrey. Number 23 and captain, Seamus Coleman. Number 27, Idrissa Garnegay. And number 30, Connor Cody. All right, that's your starting 11. Here's who Frank has put on the subs bench today. 15, Asmir Begovic. 4, Mason Holgate. 7, Dwight McNeil. 10, Anthony Gordon. 13, Yerry Mina. 16, Abdoulaye Doucouré. 20, Neil Mopé. 26, Tom Davis. And number 50, Ellis Sims. That is the Blues for today. Let's find out how Southampton are going to line up. Here we go. Number 31, Gavin Bazunu. Number 2, Kyle Walker-Peters. Number 4, Lyanko. Number 6, Duge Kaleta Carr. 8, James Ward-Prowse. 10, Che Adams. 22, Mohamed Salisu. Number 23, Samuel Adozi. Number 24, Mohamed El Yunusi. 27, Ibrahim Diallo. And 45, Romeo Lavia. That is the starting 11 for the opposition today. And here's the subs bench. As you can see, 13, Willie Caballero. 3, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. 7, Joe Aribo. 9, Adam Armstrong. 11, Mislav Orsic. 15, Roman Porro. 18, Sekou Mara. 19, Musa Genepo. 26, Carlos Alcaraz, of course, their new signing. There you go. That's how everyone is lining up today. We're going to have a video for you now. It's a little reminder of a previous meeting against Southampton. So everybody, this will get you in the mood. Check out the big screen.
Larius finds Che Adams. Adams in for Aribo. Aribo's got his shot away and scored. It is Gray. It's a good ball in, and Everton all level. Connor Cody, after Onana met it with his head. Connor Cody does have his first goal for Everton, and the England international gets Everton's equaliser in double quick time. Here's Iwobi. Decent ball in. Onana goes down. Here's Dwight McNeil. What a finish! Everton are 2-1 up. What a start to this second half. From a goal down, Everton are 2-1 up. And that was battered home by Dwight McNeil. His first goal for Everton. What a goal for Everton. Dwight McNeil in for Damari Gray, blocked by Bazunu. Still a chance here for Everton. Oh, Mope skied it. Well, Damari Gray had the best chance. Well, Gray's effort was blocked by Gavin Bazunu. Now Che Adams drills it into the penalty area. Adam Armstrong had too much time, but that's a brilliant stop. Well played, Jordan Pickford. That's a great save. Full time here. Southampton 1, Everton 2.
All right, there you go. Some highlights to get you in the mood and to continue the party atmosphere and make sure you're all ready to go in fine voice inside the stadium. Please welcome back to the stage, Ryan Rooney.
This is a new song of mine that comes out next week called Flashback. It's crazy how life is, won't you sit and let it sink in? People come and go, they're the things you love and miss. You hold on tightly to the memories they give, as they're taking another drive, floating to the about the now and then, and everything in between. I was singing play my guitar to try and follow my dream. Sing my life in a song, sing my life in my car. Take me back to the days, take me back to our ways. And then the flashback stops and I need to get on.
Fantastic. Let's have a big cheer for Ryan Rooney, everyone. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you for braving the elements, and thank you, everyone. I know it's a blustery one today, isn't it? But yeah, we're all going to get in the mood for kick-off. As ever, we often meet quite a lot of Evertonians that have travelled to the game, some from the other side of the world, don't they? Well, we've got someone now that you might recognise. Sarah's been talking to them pitch side. It's quite a famous cricketer, and she is also a massive Blue. So let's go over to Sarah inside Goodison, who's pitch side. Sarah, over to you.
I am absolutely buzzing for this guest right now. Sophie Ecclestone is joining us, one of England's finest cricketers, and she just so happens to be a massive Evertonian as well. Sophie, thank you so much for joining us here on Everton Live.
No, I'm absolutely buzzing. I think it's been a dream of mine to come here for a while, so yeah, absolutely delighted to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit firstly about your career, because you're only 23, but already you're such a well-decorated player, and you're absolutely smashing it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm quite lucky, to be fair. I just get to travel the world doing what I love, and obviously when I get back I can come watch the Toffees when I'm home. I think it's like my third game this season, so I think it's quite nice to be back here.
Well, hopefully, Sophie, you'll bring us a bit of good luck as well today, because as we know, Everton aren't sitting where we want to be in the table. Things have been quite difficult of late. This is a big opportunity today, isn't it? The fans have just done a massive coach greet and stuff like that to try and motivate the players. Huge game for the Blues today.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive for the Toffees there. I think the fans need to get behind the boys, and when we get in the stadium, they need to make as much noise as possible, and yeah, hopefully we can get the 3 points. I think 3 points today is massive for us.
It's huge, and will start to pull us away from where we are and towards where we want to be. But you did meet some of the Evertonians out in Sydney as well, which is one of the places that you play cricket, and you have spent a bit of time with Frank Lampard as well, who I believe is quite keen on his cricket.
Yeah, honestly, it was so cool. I think someone texted me from the Everton Twitter and they came on and was like, "Do you want to come meet?" And I was like, "I absolutely would love to come meet them." So I think when they when I went to go meet them, watch them train, and then I went to go and watch them in Australia, I think when Z-Cars came on, I was in the middle of Sydney, I was like, "What is going on?" But no, it was so cool to go and meet them all, and yeah, obviously Frank was great and he loves his cricket, which is fantastic to see.
I love that, and I love Z-Cars Down Under as well. That song, wherever you hear it, goosebumps, isn't it? It's fantastic. And you were just saying off camera as well, didn't he come and watch you play a game at Old Trafford as well?
Yeah, he came to watch the 100. I think he came to watch Manchester. He came to Old Trafford to watch. I don't know what game he came for, but yeah, it's great to see him at the Old Trafford games, and hopefully we'll get a few more lads down this year to go and watch the 100.
Absolutely. Come and watch Sophie and the girls. Absolutely fantastic. And the 100's so entertaining as well. And you are just absolutely killing it. As I say, for someone, so young, you must have huge ambitions for your career.
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think we've got a World Cup coming up in a couple of weeks. It's on Sky, and I think we're hoping to go one better than we did in January, and hopefully win the T20 World Cup. And I think that'll be absolutely massive. And hopefully I can parade it around here one day when we win. That'll be fantastic. So hopefully, yeah, go to South Africa, win the World Cup, and then yeah, hopefully the Toffees are doing well by then as well.
I absolutely love that. The next time you see Sophie here, she probably will be parading at half-time. Graham will be introducing her around, touring around the pitch, so absolutely fantastic. But this is, as you say, the third time you've been here this season.
Yeah, I think I went to watch City away, and then I came Boxing Day, and then yeah, there's not been much. I think when I came home, I was buzzing to come back, and just the whole day out to the football is obviously so different for me, and it's quite nice just to relax and go watch the football and watch someone else perform for once. So yeah, it's great when I come back here, just literally chill out, watch the boys play, and hopefully 3 points today.
I was going to say, I don't know how relaxing it can be watching Everton at sometimes, but you're absolutely right. It makes a change from having to be doing all the work and just get that voice heard today, I guess.
Yeah, I think when everyone's watching me out there, I'm like, oh, I'd love to be sat in the crowd, just having a bit of a chat, having a bit of a good. But yeah, it's quite nice to come here, sit with my fam, sit with my friends, and yeah, just watch them play. And yeah, it's very different, but obviously it's so great to come on a Saturday.
Brilliant. And did you just say you were at the Etihad as well on New Year's Eve? Was that what a goal that was by Damari Gray, and great result there?
Yeah, unbelievable. I think when I were actually in the posh seats there, and I think we just stood up and like screamed, and Mum and Dad were screaming. So yeah, it was an unbelievable goal, and obviously to get the point now was amazing. Hopefully we just carry on now and get a few more points on the board.
Definitely, it is time to kick on, but that brings us very nicely to the next link, because Damari Gray did in fact win the Premier League Goal of the Month with that strike against City, which we will show in just a moment. But Sophie, thank you so much for your time. I think we're going to win today then.
Yeah, come on, up the Toffees.
Up the Toffees, and listen, best of luck. Bring that World Cup home, and we'll see you at Goodison next time parading the trophy around.
Yeah, hopefully, thank you.
Here's Damari Gray.
Damari, congratulations on winning the Premier League Goal of the Month. You've scored some crackers in your career. Where would you rank that one?
Probably put that one first. After the strike, as soon as it left my foot, I knew it was going in, and obviously to get a point at the Etihad was obviously good as well. So yeah, I'll put that out there.
even better than Arsenal? Because I know some fans on social media were debating which one was better, but for you it's better than that last minute against Arsenal.
Yeah, for me personally, obviously just the strike itself. I feel now I've struck it. I've lost my footing just before I've hit it as well. So for me, that one, obviously Arsenal was nice because of the occasion and last minute winner and stuff, but personally, that's my favourite, yeah. Obviously, it was a counter, and I feel I picked up the ball, I've looked up, there's like 4 City players around me. The run from Miko kind of gets brushed under the rug a bit, but if you don't make that run, I don't get them few extra seconds, so it was almost like an assist for him, but yeah, it was a good goal, and I'm happy to see it going.
When you had that slip, what was going through your mind then? Did you think I'm still going to smash this?
Yeah, my touch before that kind of set me up perfectly. But obviously games like that, you have to be patient and you don't see much of the ball and you get frustrated at times. But you have to be ready for opportunities and little moments like that. And I took it, and it's nice to see it going. And it's part of my game, coming off the left and stuff, and trying to get shots and crosses off. And yeah, hopefully I can do that more this season.
Yeah, I'm absolutely made up. Tamari Gray got that. Deserves an absolute rocket of a goal. And I love as well, if you haven't seen it, if you go on Everton's social media channels, the reaction of Jordan Pickford to that goal. He just says, wow, stood in the goal. It's brilliant. Make sure you have a little look at that video. Right, it is time, even though it is about 100 mile an hour winds, it feels, in this fan zone. We're going to do higher or lower. And I've got my contestants here today. So let's meet them first of all. Here's Team 1. And you, sir, I'm going to make you the leader of Team 1 because it's your very first game at Goodison, isn't it? And what's your name?
Henry.
Henry. And how old are you, Henry?
5.
You are 5. And who was your favourite player again? Just remind me. Can you remember yourself? Let's see.
Calvert-lewin.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So if he scores today, you're just going to go completely crazy.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I think you might be a little good luck charm, definitely. All right, Henry, who are you playing with today? Who's with you?
This is Nanny Dorney. Nanny Dorney. And Daddy Paul. And Daddy Paul.
Okay, right. Well, that's my Team 1. So we're going to get the fan zone to help you as well. Don't worry. All right, Team 2, you can be the leader of Team 2. What's your name?
George.
George. And how old are you, George?
9.
You're 9. And who's your favourite player?
Connor.
Oh, he's cool, isn't he? I think a lot of people like him. And who are you playing with? Is this your dad today?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Do you want the fan zone to give you a bit of help as well? Yes. Fantastic. All right then, Team 1, Henry, are we ready? All you have to do is look at that giant screen over there and there's going to be some cards and the answers are either higher or lower. Fan zone, are you going to help today? Yes, brilliant. All right, here we go. Henry, let's get your cards up on the board. So let's have a look at your first card today. Here we go. Higher or lower? Okay, most consecutive appearances. Okay, here we go. I don't think you'll have seen any of these players play because you're only 5, but we'll get some help for you. So Leighton Baines played 110 times consecutively. But what about Alex Young? Is it higher or lower? I'll ask the fan zone, yeah? Higher or lower, fan zone? What are we saying? Higher or lower? Someone say, I don't think anyone's quite sure because that's quite a random one, really, isn't it? What do you want to go for? Do you want to confer with Dad?
Higher.
Higher. You're saying higher. All right. We're saying higher than 110 for Bainesy. So let's have a look. We need it to say higher than 110. Here we go. 98. That's a really difficult question, I'll be honest. Okay, Peter Reid. Fan zone, help us out. Do you think it's higher or lower for the consecutive appearances? So higher or lower than 98, fan zone? What do you think? Give us a shout. They're all saying higher. What do you think, Henry?
Higher.
Higher. We're going to say higher. Let's have a look. We need it higher than 98 to get a point on the board. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness me. Right, let's not worry. We've still got some cards left. Positive thinking and all that. Neville Southall. Right, surely that's going to be higher, right, fan zone? What do we think? Higher, surely. Surely it makes sense. All right, what are you going to say?
Higher.
Higher. Henry says higher. I think he might be right here. Yay! Goodness me. Phew, we've got a point. There we go. Right, Julian Lescott. What do we reckon, fan zone? Higher or lower than 215? I think everyone is pretty much saying lower, but it's up to you, Henry.
Lower.
Lower. All right, this is for a second point. Here we go. Lower than 215. 129. Fantastic. All right, this is your last card. So you got 2 points. So Derek Mountfield. Oh, that's a tricky one, isn't it? Right, what do we think? Higher or lower? Give us a good shout. Higher or lower? A lot of people are saying lower, but it's up to you. What do you think?
Lower.
You're going lower as well. All right, here we go. Let's see if he's right. This is for a third point. Lower than 129. Well done, Henry. Oh, brilliant. And you're waving your flag. Right, you've got 3 points. So let's go over to George on team 2. Here we go. Are we ready? Let's have a look what your cards say. You've got to beat 3 in order to beat little Henry over there. Here we go. Let's get your cards on the big screen for you. Here we go. Let's have a look. So same topic, most consecutive appearances. So Tim Howard made 96 consecutive appearances. But what about Joe Royal? Fan zone, higher or lower? What we saying? Higher or lower? A lot saying lower.
Yeah.
Okay, George agrees lower. Let's have a look for a point on the board here. Is it lower than 96? Oh, 129. Not to worry, plenty of cards. This is a really tough category this week. Here we go. Howard Kendall. Do we think it's higher or lower? Fan zone. Higher or lower for Howard Kendall? Okay. It's whatever you think. What do you think?
Higher.
You're saying higher than 129. Let's have a look. Is it higher for a point on the board? 82. All right, then. Don't worry, we've still got plenty of cards left. Andy King is the next one. What do we think? Help George out. Higher or lower? Oh, what are you saying?
Higher.
Higher. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, we've paused it. Okay, we're saying higher. Just very close, but you have got a point on the board. Well done. Okay, George Wood. What do we think, fan zone? Higher or lower? This is really difficult today. Higher or lower than 86? Give us a shout. What do you think? Help him out. Lower, not sure. Lot of shrugs going on today. What do you think, George?
Low.
Lower. We're going to say lower than 86. Let's see if that's correct. Here we go. 120. I tell you, this is the toughest category I think we have ever had in the fan zone. Right. Peter Easto, what do we think? 100 lower? Someone shouted out, oh, you seem very sure. Well, let's have, what do you think, though?
Low.
Lower. Yeah, as someone's just said, it's 50-50. Okay, lower. Let's have a look if that's right. We need it to be lower than 120. 80 it is. You have got 2 points. Well done. There you go. You got 2 points. I'm afraid you've won a matchday programme, though, George. So we've got that for you. And just hang on, little Henry will be with you in a second. There you go. There you go. Keep hold of it in the wind. And wow, what a brilliant first game you're having already. Give little Henry a round of applause because you have won a stadium tour for 2 people at Goodison Park and a programme. So brilliant, and I hope you bring us luck today. You're looking forward to the game. Yes, he is. That's a big bounce up and down. Brilliant. There you go. I'll give that to Dad. That's your prize inside there. Brilliant. So I tell you what, you know, you were a big fan of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That means you can have your photograph taken in the changing room where he sits. How cool is that? Look at that little face. Brilliant. Thanks so much. Give both of our contestants, because they were young today, a round of applause, and they were really difficult questions. I shall write a strongly worded letter of complaint. I'm being told in my ear that it's been noted. It won't be as difficult. Right, it's been a very blustery fan zone today. I know it's been quite difficult for us. We've had to shut some of the things down because we're battling the elements. But I tell you what, when everyone gets inside, I know today Goodison is going to be one of the best atmospheres we have seen in a very long time, because I know you're going to get behind the lads and do everything you can to help Frank and the boys this afternoon. Because of the weather, I think if you're watching online on our YouTube channel, there may be a slight pause while we try and cross inside the stadium, so stick with us on the YouTube channel just in case while we're sorting some things out with the gale force winds. Thanks for your company today inside the fan zone. Thanks if you've been watching as well at home. Don't forget, if you have got nothing to do tomorrow, you can go to Walton Hall Park because our women are back in action in the WSL against Reading. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff, so why not come along to Walton Hall Park and maybe we can make it 6 points throughout the whole weekend for the Blues. Thanks so much for your company, and we will see you again very soon. Get inside and enjoy the game. Look, make sure you cheer for the lads. Thanks. Take care.
Ball 2. What a goal! What a header!
Yeah, and we're going to have another rundown of the starting 11 for Everton and for Southampton today. But first, let's have a look at the goal of the month contenders for December. I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by Everton Women manager Brian Sorensen. Brian, thanks for joining us on the show. I'm usually with you at Walton Hall Park or away from home. How excited are you to be here at Goodison Park today?
Yeah, really excited. Yeah, important game. So just looking forward to it, and hopefully we start well.
Let's hope so. It's a massive, massive game for Everton today, and one that we're hopeful to win. But a massive game for Everton Women tomorrow as well, when we're back at home at Walton Hall Park after the break, and we'll be playing Reading. How much are you and the girls looking forward to that one?
Oh, really well. We had a little break here over Christmas because the league was on hold, and now we've been in for 14 days and working up to this game. Everybody is buzzing, ready to go out and showcase against a good side. But I think we shown before Christmas in the last couple of games that we're looking better and better and better. So hopefully at home we will just show how good we are.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic season for the girls so far. Just before the break, obviously the last game in the league, we played Tottenham away, won 3-0 that day. And before the game, Brian, you and all your staff were shoveling snow off the pitch to ensure the game went ahead. That was a bit of a crazy situation, wasn't it?
We had it cancelled once because of flooding.
Yeah.
And then all the snow, it was too close to the sideline, and I said, we're not going down here one more time. So we went out there and started shoveling, and we got the game going, and we killed them, so it was nice.
Yes, Brian, it truly was a brilliant sight to see. Talk about giving your heart and soul for the club. The game would have been called off if it wasn't for Brian and the staff, and as I said, Everton went on to win 3-0, so fantastic. And how much are you looking forward to being back in front of our home support tomorrow?
No, really much. We enjoy playing home. Now we have I think it's 3 home games in a row, 1 away and then home again. So we have a good. I said to the girls today, like we can. We want to kick off tomorrow and make it a good run. We only have one club out of the top 4 in the next 3.5 months. So it's up to us to display ourselves and be as high as we can. So that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah, it's been a really enjoyable season to watch Everton Women, and the players that you've brought in have all bedded in exceptionally well. And we're delighted now, obviously Claire Wheeler has made her move permanent, and Sarah Holmgaard as well has finally joined us, identical twin sister of Karen, of course. She looks a fantastic player. Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect from Sarah?
I think you'll get the same as you see with Karen, like that physicality, but what Sarah also brings to the game, she has one of the best left-foot players I've seen for a long time in that age. So it's just another one that can come in and contribute to the way that we want to play with her physicality that is demanding, like this league demands, but also you'll see really good crosses. Heading wise, she's actually super strong. So like a complete player in my eyes, and that's buzzing that she's here.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I got a little glimpse of her in training the other day, and I've got to say, she is like Karen, proper Everton players, physical, love a tackle, love a challenge, strong. So hopefully we'll get to see some more of her soon. But we want to encourage all Evertonians to get to Walton Hall Park tomorrow. We're playing Reading. And Brian, you've got a special relationship already with the supporters. You make sure you speak to them before games and after, and you've got that really tight bond with them. Is that something you've enjoyed since moving here?
Yeah, I think it's important. Like when times are good, they support us, and then hopefully also when times is not as good, you'll have periods like that. For us, it's up to minimize those periods and make sure that we show the same identity game after game, no matter what we play. We're not afraid, and I think that the supporters are, we can hear them every time. It gives a big boost, so yeah, it is important.
Brilliant. Well, we're really enjoying the brand of football that you're giving to us, so thank you so much. And we hope you enjoy this game here today. It's going to be like a bear pit in Goodison today, so we're looking forward to that. And you guys, as I say, get down to Walton Hall Park tomorrow to support Brian and Everton Women. I'll be there. I can't wait. Brian, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
And now earlier I spoke to Mark Dyer from EDSA. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Mark Dyer of EDSA. Now, Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
And you very recently became chair of EDSA. For those that don't know, I'm sure most of our Evertonians do. Do you want to tell us what EDSA is and what your role includes?
Sure. Well, EDSA is the Everton Disabled Supporters Association. We were the first disabled supporters association in the country, founded in 1994. And we've got just under 500 members. We've doubled the membership over the last couple of years, which is great. Wow. And we look after the match day experience for disabled fans, be it here at Goodison, be it in away grounds, and we also try to look after the away fans who come to Goodison. And that's predominantly what we do. We've got a committee of 11. We've recently had 4 of our committee members retire, and I think it would be right to use this opportunity just to thank them for what they do, particularly Steve Hennigan, who was the founder of EDSA, who I'm delighted has decided to become the life president, and that's an honorary position. And the 3 other members who have left have decided to become associate members. So that's really good, because we don't lose their experience, we don't lose their expertise and the knowledge of things that have gone on. But obviously things have to move. I became chair, I was previously the secretary, and the secretary is now Amy Wilson, who a lot of people will know here as Fan of the Year. Yes. We've also got 2 joint vice chairs in Carmel McLaughlin and Sean McGeever. People who go to away games, I'm sure, will know Sean. And Pat Rooney is our treasurer. And then we have the other 7 committee members who fulfil different roles: car parking, our fan advisory board representative, events, all these sort of things. So, yep, that's where we're to, and we're looking forward to a very good 2023 with EDSA.
It's a brilliant, and the work that you at EDSA do is fantastic. And, you know, for any of our disabled supporters that might be anxious about coming to games, mightn't, know what it entails, you've got everybody covered, haven't you?
We do, and we just ask people to get in touch with us. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. You can message us at edsasecretary@outlook.com. And we will get back to you, and anybody who's got any concerns, I know Amy particularly takes it on board and is back to people very, very quickly. And we've been doing things like, if one of our members can't come to a match for whatever reason, we then look to donate the ticket. So we do a draw for the ticket. So if you're an EDSA member and you want to come to a game, look at us up on social media and you'll find us an opportunity. We've just done it today for one set of people who have come for the first time, which is great. The more people we can get here, the better.
That's absolutely fantastic, and that's what's so important, isn't it? We want every single member of our fan base and the away fans as well to be comfortable and feel included, and that they've got everything that they need when they come to this stadium.
Yes, we do, and I mean, disabled fans are the largest minority group who come to football, and they need to be able to have a similar match day experience to everybody else. And some of the work that's gone on here at Goodison, we're standing here, we see the platforms we've got on the main stand, the platform behind us at the park end. Everton committed to doing this, knowing that they were going to move to Bramley Moor Dock. Yeah. And we are very, very conscious to make sure that when our fans go to away games, they get the same level of ability to see the game as well as numbers. People can put in numbers of seats, but if you can't see, it's absolutely pointless. So we are pushing and pushing and pushing, and we will continue to push the Premier League, level playing field, all the stakeholders to ensure that disabled fans get the experience that they need.
Absolutely, it is. It's absolutely crucial that everybody has an enjoyable experience. And like you said, you've got to be able to see the game, all these things that come into account. And I know that you do work with our opponents, ahead of us, Everton playing away. You converse with them so that you make sure that our away fans are taken care of as well.
We do, and we've got great relationships with a lot of the other DSAs around the country, and they contact us. So dependent on who's playing at a ground at any given time, we may get a request from somebody to give information as to what the facilities are like at the ground we've just been to, and we use that as well to get information. It's disappointing at times that the Premier League clubs signed up to the Accessible Stadia Guide in 2015. It wasn't law, it was a pledge, but they signed up to it to make sure that they had the appropriate number of seats, and I'm afraid in some cases they've reneged on the pledge. So we will continue to fight with it, and the good thing we have is we have the support of the other stakeholders at Everton. We work very closely in conjunction with them, and they support us, we support them, and we also have the support of people, as I say, like Level Playing Field and Cafe, and people who do great jobs for disabled fans both here and in Europe, which is terrific.
It's absolutely terrific, and commend everybody that does this fantastic work. Have you noticed a lot of improvement in the facilities over recent years?
Definitely. As I say, the platforms are just brilliant. I mean, I sit on the platform with my wife at the park end, and the facility, I would say, up there is second to none. And I really would commend Everton. They did this knowing, really, that the money they spent they wouldn't get back because we were moving to Bramley Moor. But the good thing as well is we've been involved in the design process for Bramley Moor Dock. We've been involved in the...
exciting.
The great thing with the design team is they came to us to start with, told us what their ideas were. We went back to them and said, look, maybe this is an improvement, and they took it on board and came back to us. So we are desperate to see the facilities, and obviously we'll be involved in the operational bit as we go nearer the time that we move.
Absolutely fantastic, and how exciting as well to be contributing to Bramley Moor Dock, as well as you said, the fantastic work that's been done here at Goodison Park as well. And just to remind everyone, Mark, I know you've already mentioned, but for anybody who wants to get involved and join EDSA, let them know what to do.
Sure. Well, if you go on the Everton website and scroll through it and look for disabled supporters, you'll see there is a membership form for EDSA. Joining EDSA is free of charge, and it's open to everybody. It's not just open to disabled fans, it's open to their companions, it's open to people who want to make a difference. So I would say to them, join. You will get a pack once you've joined, and then you will be contacted by email and so on to tell you about events or whatever that we're doing. Please come along and join. As I say, we've doubled the membership and we want to double it, again. And particularly, can I just have a shout out for juniors? Any junior who wants to join, this will be a very good time for juniors to join.
Fantastic. Brilliant stuff, Mark. So juniors, everybody who wants to get involved, do as Mark's just said. And as I say, thank you again, Mark. Absolutely fantastic what you do. And think a win today?
Let's hope so. I mean, goal in the first 10 minutes, definitely.
We'll take that. Back to you in the fan zone, Giulia.
Well, Jordan, a lot of noise in particular around this game from the supporters in particular. How much has that filtered through to the dressing room? How much has that perhaps intensified the pressurised situation?
That's fine, there's always going to be noise, but yeah, we've had a good reception coming into the stadium there. Fans are back on it again, so yeah, it's pleasing for us to see that and gives us that added motivation to go and put a performance on for the fans today.
They did that for you at times last season when things didn't look great, and you were galvanised by it. Will you be so again today against a team who themselves will be encouraged by their midweek performance?
Yeah, we know Southampton's come off a great result against Man City and I think Palace as well, so they've got a bit of momentum going, but this is our home, Goodison, and we've got to make the place bouncing. But it starts by us putting on a top performance to give the fans something to bounce off.
Badly in need of a win, especially at home, where the fans would love to have something to celebrate. What do you make of the current situation you find yourselves in? You've got plenty of experience of life here and the ups and the downs.
Yeah, I think we've had some good performances, we've had some bad ones. It's just about getting that bridging it really, and you can't always win. The Premier League's a very tough league to play in, but it's about keep building as a team, as a unit, and moving forward and getting that momentum to pick results up. Last week against Man United in the FA Cup, we didn't get the result, but we played well, and we need to take that in today's game.
Well, kick-off is literally just around the corner now, not too long away at all. So ahead of that, let's hear from the boss, Frank Lampard, and what he has to say.
Well, Frank, you'll be aware of all the noise that's been swirling around this last week or so. We discovered today that the directors have been advised to stay away from the ground today. What's your reaction to that development?
Yeah, I'm very aware of it. It's a difficult situation. Reality is everybody at this club wants the same thing. Wants Everton to win, wants Everton to improve every day. And there's a lot of passion at the minute, and I understand that. I suppose my job today is to really focus myself and the players on the game. And that difficult situation is there, but for us now we have a game, a really important game for us, so that's my job in there.
A win today feels imperative for you. You've made one change to your side, Dominic Calvert-Lewin back and available to start. How fit is he, to contribute 90 minutes, and why just the one change?
Oh, he's fit, and the one change because we played a really good game at Manchester United. We were unlucky not to get a result from the game at a difficult place. Alex Iwobi has proven his fitness, had a great week himself, shows the professional he is, was desperate to be fit for this game, and Dominic is another week fitter, so good news for us.
The situation you find yourselves in, how much pressure has built, and how much does that impact the level of performance that you're able to contribute?
Well, we have to try and flip it, and since the day I got here, we've been in that situation. We've played a lot of these games at Goodison, a lot of these games where we showed great spirit, great energy, great desire to win a game, and we won a lot of important games. And we haven't managed to do that recently at Goodison, so we need to get back to that, and that's on us. We need to show that energy, engage the crowd, and get a result, which is hugely important for us.
Well, that's it. We've heard from the manager. Kick-off about to happen. That has made this place like a bear pit. The fans have been absolutely tremendous. Yet again, the coach welcome, everything. Let's get this over the line today. See you next time on Everton Live, and come on you Blues.